Let me say some words about teaching virtually, live. Scan the code with your smartphone or go to this website here. Now, in a face-to-face class or even online, people are using their smartphones. So I'm going to ask you to use your smartphone, and once you're logged in, I want you to address this question. What worries you the most with virtual presentation and giving a virtual live presentation, just like what I'm doing now? Eye-to-eye contact is difficult. Okay, good. I speak for a good 10 minutes and realize I was muted. Okay, get disconnected. Okay. It's following. Right, yes. That's why I asked you guys to turn on your videos. Okay? All right, let's have one more. All right. Well, let's, all right. These are good responses. So let me quickly go over. So actually, the important thing about this virtual teaching is engaging your students in the live format, okay? And there are several different techniques to do that. And again, the first one, turn on the videos. I need to see you and you need to see me, and we need to do active learning techniques, use these software tools like what I just used when I asked you to comment. Use your smartphone. And also, I want to say a few words about developing a strong digital presence in your room. This is my room. I want to own my room and get you engaged, okay? Again, setting norms, leave the webcam on. Okay, so developing a digital physical presence. One, you got to frame yourself, fill the frame, okay? Many times, I'm going to pick on Adel. He had his profile on, but other people as well. You got to adjust your video, okay? You can't make it like you're at the kids' table, okay, where you can't see, the only thing you see is your forehead. So Adel fixed his camera, okay? You got to fill the frame, okay? That's number one. Also, eye contact. So in order to develop eye contact, what do you look at? Do you look at the participants or the camera? You got to look at the camera, okay? And hopefully the camera is right above your screen so you could look in the camera and also see the participants at the same time. Another thing is, here on the PowerPoint, I have eye contact, smiling, tone of voice, body language. Okay, so somebody give me a emotional word. Just give me an
Like what?
anything, any strong emotional word.
Well, we can feel 12 emotions. So let's say I'm happy.
Okay, happy. Okay. So how do you say I'm happy?
Well, you have the emoji that you can use and show that you're smiling.
Okay. Now, what about tone of voice? Let me hear you say you're happy.
You want it with the strong tone? Yes, I am happy.
Okay,
Okay, I
good.
raise my
Very
tone.
good. Now, use your body language to say you're happy.
With a smile. Okay, I am happy.
You could use your hands, and then the other thing is physical space. Okay, and you could stand up. I am happy. Okay, this is how you own your room. All right, and engage people in how in what you're saying. Okay, so a strong physical presence. The other thing is, I was going to say one more thing. Develop a strong physical presence. So engaging people, you have to have some kind of engaging activity every how many minutes?
8 minutes?
Yes, 8 minutes. You have to do something to engage the students. Ask them a question, thumbs up, a body poll, or go to a poll, ask them to write something down, and let me, now, there's many different ways to have interactivity, okay? Sometimes I like to annotate on my screen, as you have seen me do many times in this presentation. Don't underutilize annotating, okay? Also, you could have, this is a slide I used with my students, and this slide was originally empty, and I asked them, circle the ethical requirements in research ethics. And I had them annotate the screen. You could all annotate my screen with the Zoom annotation tools. And again, that's interactivity. I also encourage using the chat box. Actually, in face-to-face, when students talk to each other, that's not good, right? You don't want students talking. Well, when I give a virtual live presentation, I don't mind that backstory that students are doing, chatting. That's okay. So that's another way they could interact with themselves, and they could interact with me as well. So other things, again, raise your hand, show a slide on Zoom, a video, share a whiteboard. I don't have time to get into sharing whiteboards, though actually, let me share a whiteboard. Here's a whiteboard. Could you annotate on this whiteboard? Somebody? Yes, right. You could use your annotation tools on my whiteboard. Could you do that? Yes, right. Okay, so we could all annotate together on the whiteboard. You could have activities on the whiteboard. All right, that's another way to use annotation tools. Okay. Or you could also write other things as well. So other things. Oh, and then finally, how many people have used breakout rooms? Thumbs up. Breakout rooms in Zoom. All right. 1, 2. All right, good. See, I just did an activity with you guys, a body poll, okay? All right, so breakout rooms are phenomenal. You put your students in different rooms and they could discuss a case for 10, 15 minutes and then come back to the larger platform and everyone could discuss what they did. So that's the Zoom breakout rooms, and this is the again the digital whiteboard that I was just showing you. And let me I'll convince your top officials to buy whiteboards, okay, for your classroom. Actually, what you see in the background is my digital whiteboard, and I use that a lot with my virtual teaching. So let me, two last things about cameras. You want to have a dual display. That's my setup. Maintain good eye contact, webcam placement, and then examples of webcams, microphones, very important, headsets. Some of you are using it. What's the one last point? What do I mean by front light and backlight? What does that mean? Front light, backlight.
The background light.
Okay, so when you're on the video, should the light be in front of you or in back of you?
In front.
Yes, it should be in front. It should look like this and not like this. So some of you, I have a, let me show you. In order to get the light in front, I have this little lighting device that I keep in front of me so I could look nice and bright. Some of you are looking a little dark, so if you want to do a movie that is, detective-like, a spy movie, you have the light in back of you. Make it dark, okay? But you want the light in front of you. So again, another way to develop a strong physical presence. I forgot to mention that when you fill the room, okay, it should be the top of your head is right towards the top of the screen. It's really good for people like me who's losing their hair. So take advantage of that. Okay. All right. So yes, there's the lighting, and let me just say, and thank you very much. Okay. So a whirlwind tour on remote learning, asynchronous and synchronous, virtual live.